The Quiet Courage of Viola Desmond and Rosa Parks.
Hi everyone, I'm RITAAL, and today we're going to dive into two amazing true stories. They're actually from two totally different countries, but you know what? They teach us the exact same beautiful lesson. So one story happened way up in Canada, and the other one happened right in America. Our first story is all about a super brave woman named Viola Desmond, and the second one, it's about another incredible woman named Rosa Parks. Now, a long time ago, life wasn't fair for everyone. Some people were actually treated differently just because of the color of their skin, and that was very wrong and honestly really hurtful. But some really brave people helped the whole world understand that everyone deserves respect. Let's start with Viola Desmond. Viola lived in Canada. She was a really smart and hardworking woman. She even had her very own beauty business, and she helped other women learn how to work and become super successful. So one day, Viola's car broke down while she was traveling. While she was waiting for it to get fixed, she decided, hey, I'll go to a movie theater and watch a film. She bought a ticket and went to sit downstairs. But then, something really unfair happened. The workers there told her she wasn't allowed to sit downstairs. They wanted her to move all the way upstairs. And Viola just didn't understand why. I mean, she was just sitting quietly, right? She had bought her ticket. She wasn't hurting anyone at all. But the truth is kind of sad. They wanted her to move just because she was black. Well, Viola knew this definitely wasn't fair, so she stayed right in her seat. She didn't shout. She didn't start a fight. She just stayed calmly exactly where she believed she had the right to sit. But because she stayed, the police actually came and took her away. That was incredibly painful and so unfair. But you know what? Viola's brave action became really, really important. People later remembered her story and said she stood up for what was right. And get this, many years later, Canada actually honored Viola Desmond by putting her picture right on the $10 bill. No way, right? So now whenever people see her face on the money, they remember her amazing courage. Okay, now let's talk about Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks lived in America. She was also so kind, strong, and brave. One day, after a super long day of work, Rosa got on a bus. She sat down because she was just so tired. But back then, buses had these really unfair rules. Black people were expected to sit only in certain seats, and sometimes they were even told to give up their seats for white people. That was just not fair. Well, the bus got completely full, and the driver told Rosa she had to give up her seat. But Rosa? She stayed seated. She just said no. Not loudly and not angrily. Just bravely. She knew that rule was totally unfair. And because of that, she was taken away by the police too. But Rosa's brave choice definitely didn't end there. So many people heard about what happened to her, and they said, this is wrong. We absolutely must do something. So a ton of people completely stopped riding the buses. They walked instead. They shared rides. They really helped each other out. And this went on for a really long time. Finally, the unfair bus rules were changed. Rosa Parks became this huge symbol of courage and fairness. Now, when we look at both of these stories together, we can see something pretty amazing. Viola Desmond was in a movie theater, and Rosa Parks was on a bus. Viola was told, you cannot sit here. Rosa was told, you must give up your seat. Both of them were treated so unfairly. Both of them stayed seated. Both of them were completely calm. Both of them were so brave. And both of them helped people understand that unfair rules literally have to change. Their stories are so similar because they both show us that courage doesn't always mean shouting or fighting. You know, sometimes courage is quiet. Sometimes courage just means saying, no, this is not fair. Sometimes courage means staying right in your seat when you know you deserve respect. I really think Viola and Rosa teaches a super important lesson here. Every single person matters. Everyone should be treated with kindness. Everyone deserves respect. It doesn't matter where someone comes from, what they look like, or the color of their skin. We are all human. So whenever I hear the stories of Viola Desmond and Rosa Parks, I just feel so proud of them because they were brave, not just for themselves, but for so many people who came after them. Their choices literally helped make the world a better place. And that teaches me something I'm going to always remember. Even one brave person can help change history. So let's always be kind. Let's be fair. And whenever we see something wrong, let's stand up for what is right.